All right, what's good, everybody? We live. This is the Sports Radar podcast. It's me and Juan Boy. We're gonna go ahead and hit this shit today. We're gonna talk about um, the NFL. We just gonna touch on that. There's Josh Allen's he's killing it this year. He looked like he's gonna be back-to-back MVP. Then we're gonna touch on if LeBron James is probably the greatest American sports athlete of all time. So, what is good, Juan Boy? What's going on with you today?
Ain't nothing, man. Peace and blessings. You know what I mean? Good to be here.
All
You
right,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Yeah, switching this up a little bit with the radar. See when John can actually do it with us, and have a few others on with us moving forward. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and touch on the NFL for a little bit. I know your team, the Giants, is making some noise. Dart is looking pretty good out there.
Yeah.
Russell probably out. I don't even know if they should even bring his ass back to even attempt another snap.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. I mean, the game I forget who he played. The week before, yeah, like he'll give you like his best days are behind him. Just to put it that. Maybe last year in Pittsburgh was like his last hoorah. But it's good to have that veteran leadership at the quarterback position when you have a rookie quarterback, like like same thing with Aaron Rodgers coming up after Brett Favre. But
Yeah,
that
Mahomes with Alex Smith and everything. Sometimes you need
yeah,
that
same thing.
veteran leadership, even though they know that you're there to take their spot. So it just depends on what type of
Hmm.
person you are.
Yeah,
Yeah, it depends on what type of person you are. But
yeah,
I
because
don't know.
you're gonna
Um,
compete. You're gonna compete at the QB position. So you know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's the
So
most important position.
yeah, it's the most. So they're gonna compete because nobody want to come off the bench.
So I have a question. Do you think Russ is still a starting quarterback in the NFL?
No, no,
You don't think he is?
nah, because
Well,
it's a
it doesn't look like he is for the Giants
for the
at the
Giants.
moment.
No, he doesn't. Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't look good for us. And I think one of the reasons why is because our line isn't too built for him as far as the out the athletics part. Like he's past his athletic prime. So all of that backyard
Hmm.
football that we might have seen in
Seattle.
Seattle, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Especially when I think Aaron Donald got most of his sacks against you. You know what I'm saying? He was playing in a heavy pass rush division. But you look at San Fran. They got like had guys like Bosa. You go to what's his name, Arizona. You got Chandler Parsons on you, and then like I just said, you got Aaron Donald, and who also played with Von Miller. But also guys that was able to get to the quarterback because the NFC West, they had pretty decent quarterbacks. Throughout their runs, whether it was Russell Wilson with Seattle and where they had Garoppolo when they who they had Kaepernick before that, and
Hmm.
they had your Russell. I think Russell Wilson was there with Carson Palmer was there. Then they go from Carson Palmer. They had the little shuffle till they got Kyler Murray, but and then Matt Stafford after Jared Goff. So so you got to have that. Got to be that whole division is going to be the defense is going to be predicated on the pass rush because those teams can throw the ball. So and I think with
Yeah.
him taking so many hits over the years and him just being like I think this maybe his 15 season, like yeah, and he's still small.
So do you think he's a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'll give it to him. I
You
don't
think
know
he
if
is?
he, I don't think it'd be first ballot, but I know
So
he's.
so so
I know
you
he
so
holds a
you do
lot of
think he's going to
records in
get in?
Seattle. Yeah, so I know
All
he
right,
holds a
another
lot of
question.
records.
Another question. Do you think Eli Manning is a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yeah, yep, yep.
Do you think he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He should have. They should have, bro.
Okay, okay, okay. Because we did had this argument. A lot of people don't think he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, but I said if you finish in the top 10 in yards, touchdowns, you're multiple time Super Bowl MVP. You know,
Yeah, and also like look at the road that he got had to go through to get there.
yeah,
Like he had to go through Green Bay twice. So he beat Brett
yeah,
Favre and he beat Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau, mind you. And then we go from Lambeau,
and
then you go to
and be
Candlestick.
Brady.
And
Yeah,
that
I
and
mean,
listen, I say that I
it was
don't
the
know.
wild card team. Both times you won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. And then remember that
Yeah,
game against San Fran, it was raining. You know, and they was throwing him and they was doing him dirty. They could not stop that pass rush. They was killing him. But what our advantage was that he kept finding what's in it? Carlos Rogers could not do nothing with Victor Cruz. He couldn't guard him
oh yeah,
at
Victor
all. That
Cruz.
was like us. But Eli was a soldier. He got hit so many times. He was picking out dirt out of his mask, chunks of grass out of
That
his
boy,
mask. That
he
game.
got the funniest hits of all time.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
his rookie year, they used to try to kill him on the field.
yeah. But
But
the crazy thing, and one thing, like he held the record. He was held the record for most consecutive games played until what's the coach? I forget his name. Till he sat him on the bench.
mhm,
What was his name before we had Dabo? I forget his name. But yeah, he got yeah, he had the record. And I mean,
uh,
he definitely had some bad years. I'll definitely say that. Certain times you're just like, damn, this is my quarterback though. But you can't spell elite without Eli.
I mean, I guess with him, they use his negatives to say he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback instead of his positives. Because
Yeah, he
what
got
he's
more.
done in his
Yeah,
career is pretty amazing. There's not too many people had a career like he has.
yeah, he got
So,
a lot of.
like I
He got
said,
a
he
lot
was
of.
when he retired, he was top 10 in touchdowns and yards and passing yards
Shit, he
with
up there
multiple
in fourth
time
quarter
Super Bowl
comebacks
MVPs.
too.
Yeah.
He's up there fourth quarter
So I know
comebacks.
he.
You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, he beat some dogs, man.
I mean, he beat Brady twice. He beat Brady twice in the
Brady,
Super
yeah, he
Bowl.
beat
So
Brady. He beat Brady. He beat Brady Rogers.
yeah. And
Favre.
that's where
He
everybody holds the
Spank Matt
standard
Ryan.
to. Yeah, that's who they hold the standard to is Tom Brady. And you defeat him twice, and the Super Bowl
Yeah,
is.
and he
I
did it
mean,
with his arm. You know what I mean? Like he beat him with his arm.
he was the best player in both of those Super Bowls. So that says a lot.
Yeah, he
Let
got yeah.
someone outplay LeBron and beat him in the finals and see how much praise they get. They're giving JJ Barea praise to
Barrera.
this day because he
Yeah,
averaged 8 points.
for he drew a
8 points.
foul. He drew a
I have
foul.
never seen a player who averaged 8 points get praised so much,
Uh,
especially um,
JJ.
Jason Terry. Dude averaged
Yeah,
18 points and they act like he averaged 40. Like I never
yeah.
seen certain players get praised for so much for
I was
doing so
watching game
little.
four. I was watching game four of the 2011 finals the other day, and looked at the score. JJ Barrera was shooting 6 for 25 in that series.
I mean, he's the stopper. So
Yeah.
football, let's touch on like the four QBs that everyone is Burrow, Lamar, Allen, and Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Where do you rank those four players?
I would, damn. Are you speaking like for totality or right now?
Just
Because
you
it's
say now,
heavy.
it's fine.
Well, now
Or the last five years, whatever you want to do.
for the last 5 years, I got. I mean, I would have to go. I would probably have to go Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, then Burrow, because like out of all four of them, Burrow's the only one who hasn't won the MVP. But Burrow and Mahomes the only one that been to the Super Bowl. Mahomes the only one that won multiple Super Bowls.
So
Uh,
why do you have Lamar over Allen?
probably be more so because of the two MVPs.
the two MVPs.
But that's just you know what I'm saying. But if I want to rank them like for real, I'm gonna go. I don't
Hmm.
think they when healthy. I just don't think there's a better quarterback than Joe Burrow when he's fully healthy, all fully healthy.
So
But
you
I
said
know
fully
I
healthy, Joe Burrow is number one.
yeah, I know. But that that's not that's not too much of a knock on him because you know what I'm saying. Like I told you before, he beat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying to get to the Super Bowl, and he had to face him the next year. You know, his dumbass linebacker chose to hit Mahomes when he was already out of bounds, so they gave him a flag for that. And but yeah, it sucks that they're all in the same division because you kind of like weeding out some of the other guys. You know, but if I'm going to start my if I'm going to start my team with a quarterback, I'll probably take Allen because you know what I'm saying? Like watching him grow from this guy that you know they was questioning his mechanics, throwing the ball, his they question his accuracy and his work ethic. But in every year we've just seen him get better and better. And like last year, it was just like, you know, it's like, okay, this guy can it's like the ultimate game manager because he could win but you also need him to win games, but he can manage the game as well too. Because he's not like trying to force it because you know he felt like I think one of the reasons why they did better with him without having Stephon Diggs last season is because he can spread the ball around. Nobody's gonna be crying about getting the ball, and then when I throw you the ball, shit going through your hands and shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the kid and his arm talent has got away. He always had the arm talent, but now you know you see more touch on his throws. You know what I'm saying? You're not. It's not. Everything is not coming out like a shot out of a 50 cal minigun.
Okay.
But Mahomes is
I mean,
like,
I don't even think there's a question that Mahomes is above everybody. I don't even think it's, I think it's by far.
by far.
Burrow is nowhere near Mahomes. Allen is still a couple of steps below Mahomes. They're regular season quarterbacks. They are like Steve Nash's. They have the team to be great in the regular season until he gets to the playoffs. And the only reason Mahomes lost those Super Bowls because his offensive line. It's just the only if Mahomes had time to throw the ball, he wouldn't lose the Super Bowl. When it's like Mahomes in the regular season, you could just tell he's like how LeBron started towards the like end of his career. He's just gonna do enough as needed. He's not gonna just go out there and put himself at risk unless it's the playoffs. He's not going to go out there and try to get you 400 yards and five touchdowns and do all these crazy things that he used to be doing. He's understanding how to manage the game better. That's why they was 15-1 last year. This year, even though they're 2-2, the two games that they lost, I mean, it wasn't like they could not have won those games in like the last minute. So I
Yeah.
think uh, you could see it in like the playoffs when Allen and Lamar plays Mahomes, they're tense. They're like tense fighters. Like they figured that they have to play the best game of their lives to actually beat Patrick Mahomes, and they come up short every time. And I
Well,
know Burrow got that one versus Mahomes when they was up 27 to like 7, and they
yeah,
came back in the fourth quarter. Uh,
and
That
he was
that
beating him I think he beat him twice in the regular season too.
I mean, regular season.
But but I
Like I said,
think
Mahomes is.
but I think one of the reasons why Mahomes I don't know one of the reasons why Mahomes has been able to win those games because for the last few years, you know, it's like their offense has, you know, their high power offense is taking a backslide, but the defense is elevating.
They don't have the
You know what
weapons.
I'm saying? Yeah, but because remember they you can score. They'll give you 30 to 50 points a game, but they're going to give up 30 to 50 points a game. Their defense has got way better because of their secondary.
Yeah, defense
What's the
got way better.
way better, especially in the secondary because
Yeah,
they used to get aired out.
Yeah,
But when you got a
yeah.
when you
The
got a
defense
Chris
is way better.
Jones, but when you got a Chris Jones that's a run stopper and that could wreck the game from
I
a
mean,
a passing standpoint, then that gives guys
and
the
McDuffie as well.
yeah,
Great
McDuffie, yeah, that's
quarter.
the
I
cornerback I
mean,
was talking about. Yeah, McDuffie is one.
yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. But but
And
that
yeah.
but
Go,
but
go
Spagnolo
ahead.
but Spagnolo's done a great job with that defense.
Yeah, he does.
You know where he came from though. You know what I'm saying? Came from them Giants. He came from the Giants. You know what I mean? So you're welcome.
Yeah, I think one of the things is in the regular season, Patrick Mahomes do not use his like legs as much because he's saving it for the playoffs. And you see him in the playoffs, he's making it's hard to contain him because he takes off in the playoffs. That's the reason that they're always making it to the Super Bowl because
His
in the
legs,
regular
yeah.
season he doesn't use his legs as much because he knows it's a damn risk if he gets hurt. So he saves that to the playoffs. And once he's like a dual threat in the playoffs, everybody sees it. Like they see that he's on another level when he starts using his legs. And that's one of the main reasons why I think his stats has took a dip because he's not that dual threat in the regular season, even though he's still breaking all the records still because he's so far ahead of everybody. He's the youngest now to 250 passing yards, passing touchdowns. Like he's gonna break every record. It's just about a time, and he's
Yeah.
getting his weapons back as well. His
Is he
weapons are coming back.
he's not 30 years old yet, but he's like 28, 29
No,
right now. How old is he?
I don't know if he just turned 30 or he's
Yeah, I
29.
don't think
He's
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
two. I think
He's
he
not
may have
yeah, he's
just
not
turned
even
30.
30. I know, yeah, he's not 30. I know he's not like even 31 yet. But like I'm saying,
Yeah, let me see.
Rice hasn't come back yet, has he?
Yeah, he just turned 30 on September 17th. So he just
Yeah,
turned
so he
30.
just had a birth, yeah, last month. So you know what I mean? Like quarterback years, those are the good years. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be no defensive scene. I just think that it really hurt that like the vertical threats.
I mean,
I think that's a big piece
that's the
that's
issue.
missing from their
That's
offense.
the
Yeah,
issue.
that's the biggest issue, the vertical
I
threats.
have a question. I have a question. If you were Tyreek Hill, would you have taken the money or won more Super Bowls?
I
If you
would
were
have won more
Tyreek Hill,
Super Bowls because look, you're down there in
the money's
Miami
gonna
on
come,
first.
right? The money's gonna come,
The
right?
money's gonna come, yeah, and it's not like
Yeah.
you're not gonna get paid. Like you, like swallow your pride because this is what how you form dynasties. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you are not like,
If
and one of the
yeah.
things is like, first of all, I'm not going down for him to make that decision. It was a bad part on him because first of all, when I watched the first season in Miami, he had a lot of more walk-in touchdowns with Mahomes than he did with Tua because Tua doesn't have the arm strength that Mahomes has. So on a lot of them deep balls, he'd have to undercut or have to come back to, and he's already lost speed coming back to the ball. Whereas Patrick Mahomes, like that, like that cross route
Mhm.
versus Buffalo, dude, he hit him right in stride, and like 3, 4 dudes had the angle on Tyreek Hill. He, he, he hit that corner around him here home. You know what I'm saying? But that's the difference in quarterback. First, and you're supposed to
Yeah.
be airing it
I
out. I don't know.
I
Yeah, Tua
see.
don't have the arm strength, so that was a bad move.
I mean, when you in a position to do something that no one has ever done before,
Hmm.
football wise, I don't know if is the extra money worth it. I know
Yeah, it's
it
not.
was a lot of more money. It was a lot of more money. I know it was a lot of more money, but I wonder how much more it was
Yeah, because you
because
think he was going to get paid, man. Because they was
you're
going
going to
to
get
pay.
more
You're going to pay.
endorsements
You're going to
on
pay
the
Mahomes.
Chiefs. You're going to get more endorsements on the Chiefs than the damn
Then
Dolphins,
in
period, because
Miami.
the Chiefs in the Super Bowl all the time.
Yeah,
Because the Chiefs in the Super Bowl all the time. So you're going to get more endorsements there anyways. But then again, how much more was he losing to? Because they won two more Super Bowls after him,
after him. Yeah, and
and they was on the route to win a Super Bowl that year. If they then choke it up versus the Bengals.
Yeah,
And
and then,
he helped choke it up too. So it wasn't like
yeah, because they shut him
he
down.
wasn't he was one of the main reasons that they lost that game too,
Yeah, they
dropping
shut him
balls.
down. Yeah,
So
he dropped a couple passes too.
yeah, I mean the first half he was killing, but the second half, you know,
Yeah, they shut him down
you
in the
you
second half.
you are you are the go to player and you drop the balls. So I don't know. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He definitely won't be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but man, if he would have stayed with the Chiefs, the
You
things
don't
he
think
could have
he's
done
first
for his
ballot?
career. I don't think. I mean, Terrell Owen was in first ballot. Tim Brown was in first ballot. Chris Carter was in first ballot. I'd be surprised if Tyreek Hill was first ballot. Very surprised. I don't know what they got
Well,
against
the
receivers, but
them guys
they
you
don't
named,
let
they don't have a
receivers
Super
in.
Bowl ring though either.
I mean,
So
but they were great talent. Just because you have a Super Bowl ring don't mean like their stats are superior than his,
are they?
and they were great players too. I mean,
Yeah,
Tim Brown when he retired, he was probably like the
yeah,
second
he's
or third
definitely.
greatest receiver
Yeah,
of
I
all
think he
time.
was. Yeah, I think he was right behind Jerry Rice when he retired and
And
touchdowns. I think.
Chris Carter too. He was second in everything. He retired. Terrell Owens was second in everything we retired. Tariq's not second in. I mean, I only think he's top five in things.
Yeah, I think he might have like. I think he might be up there with Deshaun Jackson. You know, for like most you know most yards per reception or something like that. You know they because you know they go factor that stuff that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Then you know like
they don't really track. They don't really care about most yards per. I mean, if that's the case, Terrell Owens would not have had to wait 3 or 4 times. I don't think Tyreek Hill is going to be a first ballot. Like just going off of history with other receivers, it's you have to have this Hall of Fame career that puts you. I don't know because Terrell Owens and Tim Brown and Chris Carter took them a while to get in. He even took Shannon Sharp a while, even though when he retired, he was probably the greatest tight end of all time
yeah when
when
he
he
retired
retired.
yeah he definitely was.
Yeah. So I don't know. The NFL do things different. Even look at Eli Manning. He won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. He wasn't the first. He didn't make the Hall of Fame.
Yo, you know it's crazy. Didn't Antonio Gates just get into the Hall of Fame?
I don't. I
I think
I don't know.
Antonio
Let me
Gates
see.
might be in the Hall of Fame. If they put
I
Antonio
mean,
Gates
he
in there
should
before
be
Eli
in.
Manning, yeah, because
He
that's what I'm
should
saying.
be in.
So that's what I'm saying. But
I think I saw I think
I
I
think
saw
he
that he
is.
did get in.
Yeah, I think he just. I think he just made it. Let me check real quick.
I could have sworn
Um,
I saw him get in. I could have sworn I saw him
yeah,
get in.
I think he just got his jacket.
Yeah, he did. I think it's this year.
Yeah, I think it was. Yep, it was this
Yep,
year. Yep.
yep,
So
this year.
how he get? But I ain't gonna front the stuff he was doing was, you know what I'm saying. But that's why guys like Eli Manning should be able to get in. You know what I mean? But
I mean,
I think they just look at Gates now, like the records that he put up at his position. You know what I'm saying? That's hard
it
to
was
argue
his
against Kate.
it was his second time. It was he was a second ballot.
Well, okay, yep,
Antonio Gates was second ballot.
yep. Most touchdowns, catches for a tight end.
Yeah, he was second ballot. That's cool though.
Yeah, shout out
It's cool though. All right. Well,
those who play on Madden when they had Philip Rivers.
you said you used to play
Yeah, but Tyreek,
Philip.
I yeah, he played with Philip Rivers. If I was Tyreek, I'd
Okay.
stay because you know they're gonna Kansas City. You know they was gonna prioritize four things. That's Pat Mahomes, Jason Kelsey, Chris Jones, and Tyreek Hill. You're
I
gonna
mean,
get your money. Let's just solidify our core because you know that's probably basically what Dallas did when they had Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. They kept the core together. They wasn't worried about the
yeah,
money, but you know,
that's just a bad decision. But I always
it,
thought it was a bad decision at the beginning to leave. Like
yeah,
it wasn't like he wasn't a star.
yes, he
Some
was.
people they think they're being held back, so they have to go somewhere else. He didn't need to go nowhere else, but like he said, if the money isn't right, he has to go get his money. I know he
Yeah,
was trying to force his way out. He was trying to get traded. I wish he would have came back to the Chiefs.
yeah, because him and Kelsey, their games complemented each other. You couldn't double neither of
All
them.
three of them. All
Yeah,
three of them. It was
you
a
couldn't. Yeah, you
three-headed
couldn't.
monster.
Yeah, you couldn't double. You couldn't double team neither one of them. And both of them, I think, like I was just saying, I believe his speed, Tyreek Hill's speed, was so much, so evident that a lot of people don't pay attention to his route running. I think he could run the whole route tree. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't seen him, like just
I'm-
slants,
I mean,
goals.
he's literally unguardable.
Yeah, like you can't. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like he
can't
can
defend
run
him.
routes.
You
He's
can't
just so
defend him.
fast that you can't
You
see.
can't
Like,
defend him.
yeah, you can't. So you don't really know what he's running. Like what you gonna do or the fade route? What you gonna press him? You gonna run by you? Or what you gonna do? You want to stop and go? What you gonna do?
Yeah,
You gonna
you
lay off
can't
of him?
press him
You
because
can't lay off of him. What's
he's so low to the fucking ground and strong. You
Yeah,
can't
that's what
really
I'm
press him.
saying. And he's strong. So if you run a, let's say he run
He's low and he's strong. You can't press that dude.
let's say if he run a comeback route, you're going to get if he's running full speed at you, he can stop on the dime. You're not going to want to because if you blow the you're going to want to give him some room to try to wiggle because if you play him too close and you miss it, he can break tackles. And he's not, and it don't take him long to get to full speed after his contact. So even if you touch him, you can still, you know what I mean? Like
So have you? Is there another receiver before him that was like Tyreek before him?
Tyreek.
Yeah,
You
before
know,
him.
or you mean like are you talking about the makeup? Like as far as
No, I'm
like the
just saying, like
size?
a player just like him. Was there a receiver before him that you can remember? His style of
Uh,
play, short, fast, unguardable.
I say he's like Steve Smith 2.0.
Steve Smith, but not definitely not as fast.
Nah, yeah, Steve Smith ain't as fast.
Definitely not. No, I'm not, I don't think no one. I don't think
The
no receiver
size.
is faster than him.
Yeah, but Steve, I didn't see Steve Smith put mofos in the dirt.
I mean, he
He
was
was
good, but
very physical
he
too.
wasn't as dangerous as Tyreek.
That's Tyreek. Nah,
He's definitely not as dangerous. I mean, he was one of the top five of his time. Steve Smith was
absolutely.
great. He was great.
He just didn't have that speed. He had as far as being able to high point, route running and everything, like great hands. He just didn't have the speed. He was fast, but he didn't have Tyreek speed. And that's only like the separator.
I mean, Steve Smith was kind of hard to get caught once he got there, but
Yeah, he
Tyreek
was still good in
could take
Baltimore
yeah, Tyreek could take a 2 yard slant
to the
and
house. Yeah,
outrun everybody.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't. I mean, is there anybody now like that?
Oh man, are you just talking about from the wide receiver position?
Yeah, he's literally almost one of a kind. What he did for what he can do
Yeah.
with his size and everything.
Nah, not with that size because you got guys that are like Amon St. Brown. He's small like Tyreek, but he don't have his speed. You know what I'm saying? He's not
So
nowhere as fast. Like he's not even faster than
he's the he's
James
he is
Williams.
the Curry the basketball.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I'm saying.
man.
But he
I'm
get it
trying to
done.
figure
That's
out.
oh my God, that kid's amazing. I'm gonna say Brown, he's definitely top 10 right now. And there's so many,
Who?
there's so many, so like the wide receiver, that's probably like the most talented skill position because like if you go into even a lot of guys rotations or their wide receivers, they can start on other teams, like the second and third guys on some of
Hmm.
these teams. Look at this kid, Mbuka. Mike Evans goes out last week and he steps up, but these Ohio State guys. Ohio State and Ohio State and LSU breed the best receivers.
Yeah, that I mean currently,
Yeah,
but
like
I mean just looking at like game
um,
changer. Is he the last 10 years? And he's is you would say I think Tyree may be the biggest game changer at receiver.
yeah, and it's all predicated on his
I
speed.
think he may be. I think he may
Yeah,
be the biggest game changer.
because remember he used to return kicks and stop
I
kicking
don't
to
think
him.
he's the best receiver the last 10 years, but he's definitely the biggest game changer.
Hold up, best in the last 10 years?
He is he the best? You think?
The best last 10 years might be
No.
in the last 10. I mean, you got I don't know if I want to say Cooper Cup was Cooper Cup was oh man.
Nah, I wouldn't put Cooper Cup above Tyreek.
Devontae Adams, D Hop,
Okay. D Hop, Adams,
uh, Mike Evans.
Chase, Evans.
Can we say Keenan Allen?
I won't put him above him, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I want to put
definitely
him up
in
there.
that
Yeah.
top echelon. Just like Chase
D
is in that top echelon.
maybe DK Metcalf, AJ Brown.
Eh,
Yeah, because AJ Brown was underused in
Odell,
the
Odell at the time, yeah.
yeah,
But
definitely
I don't know.
Odell.
I'm leaning towards Tyreek right now.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, I think that's what I'm
I
saying. Like,
wasn't thinking
yeah.
about it prior, but just thinking about overall package career last 10 years,
Yeah,
what Tyreek's been able to do.
because he was good. Like his first couple of years in Miami, he was still he did it
Yeah, he
wasn't
was
like
like
yeah,
breaking
and
records
then
almost. He was about
yeah,
to
he
get
did.
2,000 yards.
Yeah, he was about to get 2,000 yards. Yep. And Tua got hurt. But yeah, I think that was like first of all, you're going to a team to where that has a faulty quarterback because Tua has injury issues, and plus he can't throw the ball as deep as
I mean, he
Mahomes.
went strictly for the money. He
Yeah,
went
that's for
strictly
the
for the
money.
money. He got his Super Bowl. He got his Super Bowl, and I guess that's all he wanted. He was
Yeah.
there twice. He got the Super Bowl, but man, what he could
Ooh,
have
hold
done.
up. If you talking like you said, if you talking last 10 years, we might have to throw Antonio Brown in
Yeah,
there. He's now,
Antonio
to
probably
be
got the
fair,
stats over
he might be
everybody.
the only one that is closest to Tyreek. If we're talking last 10 years,
Well, okay, let me
because you can
see.
go back to 2015, like that's when he was man. Yeah, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was no joke. Like you talking about route tree speed. Yeah, yeah. I know he got some numbers. Not to mention he went down there in Tampa Bay, won one with Brady.
But he wasn't himself though.
Mm-mm. Especially not to go on the run back.
Let me see. Oh, Mike Evans has the most yards within that time, the last
Yeah,
10
shit.
years.
Yeah, because I think what last year was his 10th season of 1,000 yards or
hmm
more. That's that. Yeah, I like
I
Mike Evans. I like Mike Evans.
Kelsey's third.
hmm Kelsey's third because that's the yak. That's the yards after catch that he was getting playing with Tyreek.
I know. They both worked off each other pretty damn well.
hmm That's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, Mahomes
But
was throwing
Kelsey is
50
getting
touchdowns a
older.
year.
I thought Noah Gray
Tyreek
was
was
going to.
was fourth.
Yeah,
Tyreek was fourth
and you remember
in the last 10 years.
that's what two were missing games. Two were missed games, and he's still top five. That's just crazy.
Let me see. The last 5 years, he's second. Justin
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Adams number
LSU.
three. CD number four.
Oh yeah,
All right, let me
another
see.
receiver. I forgot he broke his ankle, didn't
Yeah, he out.
he? Yeah, he's out. I know he killed some
Let
people's
me see
fantasy teams.
touchdown. Yeah.
That's what I don't do. That's what I do not. No, I don't do no fantasy football. Too many dudes get hurt.
I mean, I did fantasy football for one year. I got tired of losing too much money.
Yeah, man.
But but I do the little the team stuff on ESPN.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me
But
see
yeah,
Terry.
now I wonder now when we came on here, I was looking before we got on. I was looking at the standings of this
Hmm.
for this season. Okay, so right now, Buffalo is the only undefeated team in the AFC, and the Eagles are the only undefeated team in the NFC. But I'm looking at the the AFC North because you got Burrow and you got Burrow out and you got Lamar Jackson out. What does Cleveland do to climb out of their 1-3 hole? Because the Steelers are at the top of the division at 3-1. Aaron Rodgers, he I ain't gonna say he's looking like MVP form, but he's looked good.
He ain't looking bad at all. He
Yeah,
looking pretty
that's what
good.
I'm saying.
He looking pretty
Let's just
good.
agree to say that this man can still play football. You know what I mean?
What is he? 41 or 42? You know?
I think he's 40, 41. Yeah, I think he's
41.
41.
Okay. I guess he got 2 more years left on him.
Yeah, and he can still move in the pocket.
I
Not as
mean,
well as he did in
he ain't
Cleveland.
really played in the last 3 4 years, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess he
So
can move still.
he might be fully healthy this year. You know what I mean? He came off of
I don't know.
Achilles tear. You know, the older you get, the harder it is to be feeling comfortable playing that position, especially when the injury got
I'm
something to do
just
with your
I'm
leg.
just look I'm, yeah, I'm just looking at all the teams and the top main teams um the Bills. I don't
Yep.
think they as good as they were last year. I don't think that the Eagles are better than they were last year. It's definitely not the Ravens.
Mm-mm.
Looking at the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs are better now than they were last year, but they're still hurting with everyone out.
Yeah.
That's the issue with the Chiefs. That's
What
the issue
what
with the Chiefs.
what's
Soon as
more
the
the surprise team in the AFC? The Colts or the Jaguars? Sitting at 3-1.
I'm gonna go with the Colts because the Jaguars actually got a good quarterback, which they figured that he should be able to uplift his team. He just has to play better.
Mm-hmm.
But the Colts, I don't think no one saw that really coming.
Yeah. I seen Daniel Jones. I seen Daniel Jones out there balling. I'm like,
Uh,
oh man, what did we do? Because
I bet that
the
hurts
season
off
decisive.
just to see
Because
him.
they're designing runs for him. Like I don't know why we wasn't doing that in New York. Because they're doing
I
that
mean,
with
I saw
Jackson
that dude
Dart.
take off for like 80-yard run. I like, okay, the
Pause.
dude is he talented, even though he tripped over himself.
He
But like
tripped.
the dude athletic.
It
You can
wasn't even
tell he
Giants,
has the
man. Oh
athletic
man,
skills. He do have the athletic skills. We
he
all
does have the
saw that.
athleticism. He can
I
he can
mean,
throw the ball too. But
sometimes you just need to be in the right position.
mm-hmm.
Like who knew how Patrick Mahomes would have turned out if he would have went to the Bears?
Yeah,
The Bears don't
yeah,
develop anybody.
yeah. And one thing I will say about the Colts is that they do develop their quarterbacks.
All right,
That
we
they're
we
so
do have someone come up here. David, what's good, David?
I'm all right. How you doing?
All right, so
what's
we over
going
here
on?
just
What's
talking
going on?
about a little bit of football. Which would you have a take anything?
I haven't followed this season. I'm usually a Jet fan, so my team hasn't done shit in like 50 years. So it's pretty much irrelevant on
Be,
my end.
besides the like butt fumble, that's the only team
Yeah.
people know the Jets for is the butt fumble.
Yep.
I,
Sanchez, man, that guy was tragic.
he got you to
Hey,
two
he was
AFC
probably the
title
best
games.
QB you guys had. He's probably the best QB you guys had in 50 years too. That's the sad part about it.
Yeah, we had an old Brett Favre. He did pretty good.
Not better than Bart.
They were pretty good until he hurt himself.
Yeah, I
That's
think
fine.
yeah, I think the Jets. I think they're still going through their quarterback Rolodex.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So like it's not that they don't have the talent on both sides of the ball because they do. It could be the play calling. It also could be Garrett Wilson dropping passes that happened in the first game. Like I think
Yeah,
they need another receiver. I know they do because he's
Yeah,
he
well,
can
the
be
Jets
he
need a
can
lot.
be your number one, but he is too small to take that type of punishment to be the number one. You have to have a number two as good as him.
yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? You got
So,
Jamal Chase. You need
so,
somebody like built like T Higgins as your second
so,
receiver.
David, have you been following the NFL this season?
Not really. I've
Not
been
really.
more into.
Okay.
I followed it a little bit last year when Rodgers was on
Mm-hmm.
the Jets, and that
Okay.
was a disaster. And the year before that, it was even a bigger disaster. 4 plays in, he
All
tears his
right.
Achilles.
So are you more of a basketball fan
Yeah,
or
I love
what?
basketball. It's my favorite sport.
Okay. Who do you have as the GOAT?
I who would I don't believe in a goat as for a team sport,
Are you
but
don't?
the greatest
Okay.
career is LeBron's. He has the greatest career out
Oh,
of any
okay.
basketball player.
So you are good up here then.
Yeah,
You are good up here.
I love you guys' takes. I hate it when these Jordan fans be up in here like, "Oh,
Uh-huh.
he's the greatest of everything. He's done everything." It's like he used to lose all the time. He's not this basketball god everybody thinks he is. I blame David Stern
Why
for it.
why why do you think that they believe Jordan like was this perfect player?
David Stern,
Like you think it's David Stern?
yeah, David Stern loved Mike. He put him on a
Mhm.
pedestal. Like he didn't let anything bad happen when that whole gambling thing went on. He covered it up. Like if that had come out, like it would have tarnished Jordan's career, and he couldn't have that. So he said, "Oh, just go away for a couple of years, and we'll wait for it to ride over, and then you just come back like nothing happened."
Think about it. Do you think it would have tarnished his career though?
Yeah, if it came out that he was helping gangsters launder money, yeah, I think it would have.
I think people like know
Now
by
they do.
now. I don't think they
Yeah,
really.
like
But so you think like at that time it would have.
Yeah,
Basically, at that time it would have because now I don't think they don't care at the moment.
exactly.
They want to keep it straight to basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine back in the early '90s, it comes out and he's been helping gangsters launder money, and then all of a sudden, like you got all the kids that look up to him, like everybody's looking up to a criminal. I'm sure lots of parents be like, "Oh, no, no Jordan."
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially if it would have been that type of party back then, I think it would have been a little bit more damaging because like I know you got look at some people who are famous or former criminals. Some some of your favorite rappers probably done did some jail time or you know what I mean. And like look at the baby. He smoked somebody in Walmart. I mean, so but he's not. Well, he was a criminally charged, but But I think like as far as the Jordan would have been, like that'd have been a bad blow, definitely for his legacy, but for the game of basketball as a whole, because that would that would that make them stop there just because Jordan, like if Jordan's doing it, how many other guys would do it? How many other athletes in American sports into this type of thing?
Yeah,
And it,
Jordan
and
probably.
is
it, and
just
it, and it is
untouchable.
possible. It is possible
Yeah,
that
I
it
think
did
he's just
happen.
untouchable. I don't know how much it would have affected him that much. I think they thought it would have, but Jordan is so beloved that I just have a hard time thinking that most people care. Like most people still have R. Kelly back no matter what.
Yeah,
Like if
true.
you're so beloved, like Michael Jackson when he was going through all that stuff with like all the kids and stuff, people still didn't believe it. Like they didn't want to believe it. Like he was so beloved. I
Yeah,
don't know how much it would have tarnished his legacy.
there's so much other things like when you say they push him left and all that stuff. Like they changed the rules and made ticky-tack fouls and made the game easier for him. And they like everybody expects that he's like, and he's
Yeah,
on the best
yeah,
team. Like
yeah. That's something
every
else. Yeah,
once they went to
that's
break up
something
that
else.
team, he was like, "Nah, I'm out. I don't want to lose. So let
Yeah,
me just leave."
like he's so beloved that they blame LeBron for the ticky tack fouls. That's how beloved Jordan is.
Oh
They
yeah,
blame like this
And I
happened
don't.
20 years, like 15 years before LeBron stepped on the court. Like this was all a Jordan thing. The
yeah.
reason the
Yeah,
game is like this is because of Michael Jordan.
yeah. LeBron James wouldn't survive in the '80s, but Mark Price can.
So LeBron James would be Karl Malone in the '80s. Only he could dribble.
Yep. Better.
Yeah, I heard them say that LeBron would not have been able to beat LeBron because he was too big. I'm like that doesn't make any sense. Why would
Yeah,
he be LeBron if he's bigger and faster and stronger than everybody?
yeah.
What
That's
do you
why,
think they want him to do?
and that's the exact reason why Shaq was dominating because he was bigger and stronger and faster than all the other
That's like saying Magic
centers.
Johnson, you are too tall, you can handle the ball too good. Let's make you let's make you a
A
power
power
forward or
forward. Yeah,
something. Yeah.
They
I
were
mean
trying to
he
do that, but he kept insisting, "I want to play point guard."
I mean he was too good.
Yeah, he was.
He would get the ball and there's nothing else you could do with it. Soon as he grabbed the ball.
Yep, that's why he ran Showtime.
Yeah. Like some players are just destined to be great and you just can't say if just because you're ahead of your time you would not be great. Just like Michael Jordan was definitely ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was the biggest, and after he started working out, he was the strongest shooting guard. He only had like two guys that he competed with really that were on his level, and those guys were in the West. Didn't play him that often, so it's like
Who was those guys? Oh, it was Clyde and who else you think?
Mitch
Clyde
Richmond.
and probably like Mitch Richmond at the
Rich
time.
Michigan.
That's why I
Like
get. That's
they
why I
were
get
pretty
like
good. Clyde
they were
was,
good, yeah, but they
Clyde's
only
a Hall of
played twice a
Famer. He's like
season.
real good.
Like
But like
his
those are the only guys that
competition.
could physically handle him. Really, like all the other
Yeah,
guys were they were
Well,
either too
Clyde,
slow or
yeah,
too weak.
Clyde could.
yeah, and
Clyde could. I don't know about Mitch. I don't know about Mitch. Mitch was great, but I don't. He couldn't stop Mike.
No, not
but
stop him, but he was like the same size.
Yeah,
Like he had the
yeah.
same strength, but
I think he
Mike
might
was
have been. He was
faster
He
than
stronger
him.
was.
than
Yeah,
Mike. He was stronger than
they
Mike.
were. They were a top three. So it was Jordan, Clyde, and Mitch, and then you had Reggie. I guess he was up in there,
Yeah,
and then
Reggie
like
was
the fifth one could.
slow. The problem with him, he's slow and weak.
Uh, Reggie Bell's so overrated.
Yes, he
Uh,
is.
he
So
was great for what
overrated.
he was. He was a knockdown shooter, run off screens all day, tire the other guy out. But if
They
that guy
they
Scottie
they
Pippen,
elevate.
that ain't happening.
They
Yeah,
they elevate him so much because he played in the '90s. Like, let's just leave him as a good player. Why
Yeah,
do he
he,
yeah,
has to be such this great all-time player? He's not a great all-time player. He's a good player.
he's like
yeah,
another one of those guys that's ahead of his time. If he played today's game, he'd be shooting
yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, he'll be Kyle Korver because we know he ain't giving us no defense.
Yeah,
And he
Or
couldn't
or,
put the
or
and
the,
he
the ball handling.
yeah
He'd
he ain't got no
definitely be a
ball
spot-up
handling. Yeah,
shooter
like you said, he
like
was
he
just
was. But like
running off
he would
screens,
have to
catch
work
and
on his
shoot.
game a lot. Yeah, he would
yeah,
have to work
Yes,
work on his game a lot
he had to get
because his
stronger too.
game he had to work on his game a lot if he wanted to be great today. Like he has the shooting ability, but a lot of times, like these players, if they could handle the rock, they could do everything.
yeah. I'm
They
sure
could
like
move their feet.
if he came up in today's system with his shooting ability and then learning to do the other aspects
Yeah,
of the ball that wasn't asked of him back then, he would do
he would
pretty
be a
good today.
completely different player then. Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
be
Yeah,
a completely different player, and who
but
knows how great he'll be
yeah.
yeah, and the
because
thing
in the
is,
'90s it was
he'll get a lot more catch
go
and
ahead,
shoot
Waffle.
shots to where he won't have to come off as many screens. Imagine Reggie Miller getting like at least five. Let's say he takes 10 threes a game and like five of them are with his feet just set. So he can just catch and shoot,
Yeah, I'm
not have
sure.
to come off the screen like Klay Thompson. When you when you find him open with his feet already set, you all you gotta do is give him the ball.
Yeah,
And
that's how I see like his career going a little bit. except he's not as good of a defender.
Nah, that's what
He's
I'm saying.
definitely, yeah.
He would have to
Clay,
be
to
stronger.
me, Clay's a much better player than
Way better
Reggie
player.
Miller.
Yeah. He's
Reggie
Yeah,
more of
because
Miller.
an
he's in that
athlete,
same
I
though.
don't.
archetype.
Remember Kane came
Yeah,
back
I
like
just.
he came back crossing dudes over, dunking on them. And that was after he tore his ACL and Achilles. Yeah, he suffered
Yeah,
two vicious injuries.
Yeah,
But that's why Clay could still be effective in today's game because his game ain't really predicated off his athletic ability. You know,
yeah,
he's one of the top 5 shooters I've ever seen. So he's gonna get a lot of shots, and I think this is he didn't. And this is another a series where Clay is not going through the wear and tear of the playoffs. So he's
yeah,
had a whole summer to just like relax his body. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm kind of anxious to see what Clay is going to look like this year.
Yeah, I think people sleeping on the Mavericks. Like they have a really good team, and they're huge.
Who's their
if
backup
they're
point guard?
healthy, if
Yeah,
Who
if
is
if they're healthy, they could be good.
who
That's
is?
the
Oh
issue.
yeah,
If they're
D'Angelo
healthy.
Russell. I forgot.
I heard that Gafford grew
Yeah.
2 inches over the summer. He's 7'3" now.
Gafford?
Yeah, their center. Yeah,
You mean Lively?
yeah, lively, lively.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I was like Gafford. He's 6'9". He
yeah. The,
yeah. I knew you
their
was
center,
talking about Yeah, because
he
he was
grew an
seven
extra
one.
2 inches. Like I was like,
Yeah,
whoa!
yeah,
I
because
didn't even
he's
know you
seven
could grow
one
that
when
fast.
he got drafted.
I didn't even know you could grow that much after.
But AD put on 15 pounds. He
Yeah,
looks fat.
That's because he's injured. I'm pretty sure that's because he's injured.
Yeah, he
I
looks
don't. It
fat.
it don't look like muscle.
Nah, he look fat. He look
yeah. I
like
heard he has to
Zion.
wear
Uh,
goggles from now on.
He look
AD.
like
the rest of
Zion.
his career.
Yeah, because of that
Yeah,
detached red.
Zion lost some weight, but
He
who
lost a
knows if he
bunch
could
of
keep
weight.
it off? Who
Yeah,
knows
that's
if
the
he
Problem,
could
thing,
keep it
right?
off? That's the thing.
Yeah, it's hard.
problem with Zion, he keep getting hurt. Like if he didn't get hurt, we'd be talking about him in top 5.
That's
I don't
true,
know. I
but
don't
he
know
keeps
because
getting hurt.
I don't
You
think
know,
his numbers would
I
translate
mean,
into him
no, if
being
he
top
did get
5.
hurt, the dude is talented. The dude is
Yep.
talented. If he did get hurt,
he's a
but then
beast.
again, that's part of the game.
Yep, he's a beast though. Like when he does play, he dominates. Average, no, he
I mean,
shooting at
he's a
60%.
20. He's a 25 at 60% every time he's healthy.
Yeah.
I hate when he play us. He embarrasses us. He embarrasses the Lakers, man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the
Yeah.
topic is I think that LeBron is tied with Wilt for being the greatest American athlete ever.
Why you say that?
Because Wilt was an athletic marvel, like what he can do, how high he could jump, how fast he was. He was a track and field star in high school, dominating in that. Like the only reason he didn't go on to do the Olympics because he decided to play basketball.
I would I would agree, but I know the embodiment of the title of the greatest American athlete and how you carry yourself off the court will play a big part in it. And we ain't gonna say Will Chamberlain gonna talk about he slept with over 1,000 women. Ain't nobody gonna be like, yeah, greatest American athlete of all time, and that's just only in that aspect. But like as far as his physical ability and him being
Physical wise,
an
yes.
yeah,
Athleticism
physically
wise,
wise,
yes.
yeah, off the court wise,
If,
no.
yeah, if we could think of other athletes to like put in this category with LeBron, it'll be of course Jordan and Babe Ruth, Wayne Gretzky, Tiger Woods.
Tom Brady,
Who else would y'all put in there? Tom Brady, yeah, you gotta put Brady in there.
yeah,
You
Derek.
put Tom Brady as the luckiest athlete ever.
Nah, look, even Derek Jeter, because Derek Jeter is one of the most model athletes of all time.
He's good, but he's not in the greatest,
Nah.
What you
like the
mean?
top five. I don't think he's in the top five. He's
In his
great.
in his sport?
I don't think he's top five athlete in all sports in American sports.
Look, and let's not forget he owns a baseball team. I think he has ownership in the baseball team.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Mariners.
I
yeah,
don't.
man. Yeah, he has 5 rings. And I'm just talking about the
Yeah,
model athlete. Remember, he's a Jordan athlete. And also, Derek Jeter does a lot of the communities. He never what
I mean,
He's
he's great.
never ever
He's
been in
great. He's
trouble.
one of the greatest baseball players ever. But I don't think he's the greatest baseball player ever to be considered that. I don't.
Hey man,
It's hard. Would you put him in the top five greatest baseball player of all time?
yes,
No,
Yes.
top five.
I don't think I would.
no, he's not.
I would.
He's not even top five shortstop.
Who you gonna say
You know,
shortstop? He's top five
yeah, yeah,
shortstop.
you got to stop that.
He's top five
No, because
shortstop.
if he in
Come
top
on
five,
now.
he's number
He's
one.
not. You should see,
Shortstop.
like, he has so many errors, especially for the position.
I mean,
Like, they needed to switch him with A-Rod. When A-Rod came to the Yankees, they needed to
oh
put
yeah,
A-Rod
because
at
A-Rod was a
shortstop
little bit
and
younger, I
him to
think.
third base.
No.
Then,
A-Rod
then
not that much younger.
A-Rod stay at third base though.
No,
Yeah.
A-Rod went to third
Yeah, I
base.
think he
Jeter
did.
wouldn't move
Yeah,
up
he stayed at third base. Yeah,
because
he should have been shortstop, but he's more effective at third base than
Yeah,
Jeter
he
would
had to
have.
be.
So you had to
Yeah,
keep
because he
that
had
the
a bigger
same.
arm. He had a bigger
yeah, but
arm than Jeter.
like A-Rod, he's like leaps and bounds better than Jeter was. Like, he's just a
At
hated athlete.
shortstop, yeah, but a hitter, yeah.
At
Hitter,
his best.
As
Oh yeah,
fielder.
a
Phelps.
hitter.
He was
Michael
superior
Phelps.
to him in every way.
Yeah,
We left
definitely
out
Michael
Michael
Phelps.
Phelps in the top.
Oh, Michael
Yeah,
Phelps,
Michael
yeah.
Phelps.
What about
He's
Floyd
in a sport
Mayweather?
Yeah,
where you can get a bazillion
we
gold
got we
medals because of all the different ways they
yeah.
swim.
What about Floyd?
Would you would you say Michael Phelps the greatest Olympian of all time?
No, because his sport allows them to get so many medals. It's
Nah,
like,
that could go to shit. That could go to
I would
Usain
probably
Bolt.
give it to, like, pure athlete is who, like,
Usain
maybe
Bolt.
like yeah, Usain Bolt because of all the records he
And he ain't from
smashed.
I
he
know.
ain't from the states.
I'm going to say Phelps because he got so many records and so many gold medals. Even
Don't
though
forget about
Phelps,
those
I mean
swimsuits
Usain Bolt,
though. He got to cheat with those
yeah,
swimsuits.
it's not cheating.
It was. Now
everybody,
they consider it cheating.
everybody.
You can't wear them
Well,
no more.
Usain Bolt is track. I don't, I don't know.
Like,
To me,
he's
I'm
the
gonna say
fastest
Phelps.
man to ever live, bro. You can't beat that.
To
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna say Phelps because of everything. But the greatest track and field
Yeah,
star
that's
ever
Bolt.
is. I don't think it's close.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
man can
Usain
run.
Bolt, he slows up so he won't break records. That's how great he is.
Yeah, to show off. I'm like, hey, look at me.
Yeah, he could have shattered more, but he always just slowed up just to be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, after he smashed those
He
records,
like
he's like, I'm good.
yeah. I think Usain Bolt was made to run and Phelps was made to swim.
Swim. Yeah. And LeBron was made to play
Both of those guys
basketball.
were made exactly what
Hold
they
up.
did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Hold up. Can LeBron hold up? Can LeBron not be the greatest Olympic athlete?
Nah, the
I wouldn't
problem with
say
that
I
is
He
wouldn't
got
KD
I
three
has
wouldn't
more
gold.
say
gold
LeBron.
medals.
Hold up. He's got 3 gold medals.
KD has 4
Oh no, but KD don't have MVP.
because they only did it
He
that
He
wasn't
one
the
year.
does. He
team.
does. He
Hold
does.
on, he wasn't the
Um
team
um
captain, nor was he the flag bearer.
Kevin Durant has the 2020 MVP.
Not at no 38, not
And
on
he has
no
the
age
most points
38. He
scored.
don't. And like I said, LeBron was
The,
also the
the, the
team
thing
captain and the flag bearer. Kevin Durant was
the,
the
the
flag
thing
bearer.
with that the thing with that is that other basketball players has played more Olympics than them, and their stats are superior. They have better stats because they played in more.
Yeah.
But no one has won more than those guys because they
Mm-hmm.
played only like 3 or 4 times, and they played with the best team possible. But I don't.
Hold
I
up.
would. It's hard
How
to
many
choose to
times
me
KD
between
played?
LeBron and Kevin
KD played in
Durant
12.
because
How many times?
Kevin Durant and LeBron played together in 12 and 24, and both times LeBron was like the better player. So
Yeah.
and then you got Melo as well. Melo got a lot of
Yeah,
medals,
he used
and
to be the leading
he
scorer.
had an impact. He had the impact as well. So it's hard to choose between those three. But if we just want to go
Yeah.
all around Olympics, it's Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt.
Yeah. Michael Phelps, because he had the 8 of
Yeah.
that swimsuit, helped him out.
But still, he still got. I mean, they haven't took his gold medal. So plus the the dude was, he's American. If we're talking about
Yeah.
American
He was.
Olympics athletes, he
Yeah.
has to be the number one,
Yeah.
and Simone Biles has to be probably number two. What she's
Yeah, for
done,
it to come to women.
yeah, she has to be
Yeah,
number
it
two.
ain't
But
even close. Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah.
and
Nah,
then
hell
and then
no.
then, then
She did.
boxing,
She might be the
American
greatest
boxing.
Olympiad. She might be greater than Michael
Yeah,
Phelps. Shit.
nah, she's not.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't. I
Yeah,
don't care about a suit.
she might be, man.
Uh, okay, boxing. Although it's hard, I don't think no one's going to surpass Muhammad Ali. Even though people say Floyd is undefeated, I don't think it's possible to
Floyd ducked
pass Muhammad
everybody,
Ali
bro.
as the greatest boxer.
Man, listen.
Just like
What?
Babe
Rocky
Ruth, it's hard just to
Marciano's
pass Babe
undefeated.
Ruth.
Nobody talks about him.
Bud Crawford is the
It's
best
just
of this
like
generation right now.
you said Crawford.
His name
Crawford's
you
good.
need to shove his name up real quick and real high. But Bud don't duck nobody.
Oh, they all duck Bud,
They
but
always duck
Bud
Bud.
has a
I bet you
style.
them Charlo twins
He
don't want to
has
get in there with him.
he has a style that people don't want to fight. That's why no one wanted to fight him.
Cause you know why? Cause he can fight with both hands. He got power with both hands. He whooped Canelo ass and fought Southpaw the whole fight. He's a
I
natural
think the
unorthodox.
reason
He's a natural righty.
I think the reason that a lot of fighters don't want to fight fighters like him and Floyd because they don't stand there and brawl with him.
No,
So
but
they don't
but
really
they
want
can't.
to
But
have
no,
that type of
Bud
fight.
will. Bud will.
I'm no,
Understand their
Bud.
approach.
Bud moves a lot, and it's hard to if you're somebody like Canelo, it's hard to
Canelo,
fight those
yeah,
type of fighters because Canelo wants to bring it towards him. He don't want to sit there and
yeah.
counter and get counter punch.
Nah, he
He
don't.
wants to move. He wants to fight.
He yeah, he want
And
to
they
lean
they
on you.
see
He
those
want to.
players are not fighting. Those fighters are not fighting. They're too busy running in their mind.
Yeah.
Canelo
It makes
couldn't
for a
get nothing
bad.
off. He couldn't get nothing off because if I'm fighting southpaw and you keep leading with
'Cause
this
he's a
left,
counter and, and,
I can
and
block that.
he's a counter puncher.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying. But like
it's
he,
not too many of
that's
there's
why he
not too
fought
many
southpaw the whole
counter
fight.
punchers that are as quick as those two. So it's hard to you don't want to fight those type of fighters. You probably believe that in a street fight you'll probably take them, but in like a boxing fight, it's gonna be
Nah,
different.
yeah, especially like I said, he's fighting southpaw. So if he's unorthodox, he's used to leading off with his left hand, right? So if I'm fighting
I
southpaw,
mean,
you keep coming with that left hook. I'm blocking it with my right arm, and I'm countering with the same hand that I use for my jabs. So and but plus Canelo is not a volume puncher anyway. He wants to lean up on
yeah,
you, get
he
rough you up to the body. Like you're not gonna do that with Bud because, like you say, he moves around too much.
I think at as soon as the fight started, I knew Canelo was going to give at least the first three to 4 rounds up because he always starts slow. He
Yep.
always starts slow. It's just something that he does, and literally knocks almost everybody out. So
Yeah. And Bud didn't respect his power either. He
it's
didn't
been
respect.
effective for him. It's just I think Canelo knew it was going to be a difficult fight with Bud. I don't think he. Everyone was saying about the size, the size. No,
Nah.
Crawford walks around with the size. It's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is Crawford walking around weight. He has to lose a little bit of weight, but I think Canelo knew it was going to be a like even match fight. So he wasn't coming in like he was going to just take a couple of rounds off and knock him out. But it's just been effective for him, and he just
Oh
figured it.
yeah.
He was going to
He had
catch
him
him.
figured out
He
in
just
like the
figured
first three
he
rounds.
was going to catch him. That's what he do. He punished everybody. But since Floyd, he never fought someone who's going to move the whole time.
Yeah. He used the
Nah.
same exact game plan Floyd did when Floyd beat him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to. Because if you hit hard, last thing I want to do is stand in front of you for the whole fight. You're just gonna
Yeah.
chop
Yeah,
me down.
and I feel like just like Spence, I knew Spence was gonna get his ass whooped because Crawford's a counter puncher. You cannot come barging at a
Yeah.
counter puncher. That's what
He did the same
Pacquiao tried
thing.
with
Yeah,
Floyd.
Sean
You
Porter
just
tried
cannot
that
do
shit.
that. Yeah, you just can't do
He
that with a
tried to fight
counter
like
like
Sean Porter. Same shit happened.
a great counter puncher. You just cannot, and that's why I knew Spence was gonna get his ass whooped. It's like the first time I really seen Crawford fight was like 2016. The way he was moving around the ring, I was
Yeah,
like, this
yeah.
dude,
That's how
the way
long
he
I've been
moves
watching
around
too.
the ring, it's kind of hard for me to
Yeah,
say that someone
because
is
he
going
can
to beat
fight
him the way
around
he
any
moves around
angle
the
of the
ring.
ring, any
Yeah,
angle,
he moves around the ring
middle,
well, way
corners.
too well.
Like,
Like
he control the ring.
Canelo, he's going to cut you off and he's going to
Yup.
punish you.
Especially if he
He's going
rock
to
you.
punish you.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's going
and
to
if he
punish you.
rock you, he gonna finish you off. He's a great finisher. And he, man, you see what he did to Spence? Even
Yeah,
Sean
but
Porter's pops was like, "Nah, get
Spence just
over it.
had the
We're not
wrong
sending you
game
back out
plan.
there."
Like he had the wrong game plan. And I know some people talking about Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones, he just it's hard with I grew up watching Roy. He's
His
like
athleticism
he's
is
like
just
he's like the Neo of boxing.
like,
The way he fight, no one should ever fight the way Roy Jones fight.
no,
He didn't
because he'll
care.
get you
He didn't
knocked
have
out.
to use defense because he was so much better than everyone he was fighting. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
his defense was not
yeah.
existent because he didn't need it
He didn't need it.
until
He
he
knocked.
needed it.
problem
Until
was
he
he fell
needed it.
off too fast, and then he stuck around too
He ain't
long.
needed it till he needed it.
Yeah,
And that's a fact. 'Cause he was
and
knocking
then
everybody out.
it- like he didn't know how to defend. Like he was moving up and down and around.
Yeah,
It
and he
wasn't
was
how.
slick, but he
Yeah, it was
could dip
all
your
head
punches and
movement,
all that though.
all head movement, no
Yep.
blocking the punches, all
Yeah,
head movement.
no, I mean he didn't
And then
need to.
catch you. Boop.
And then like Roy is my guy, but he's talking so much shit about Floyd because they're going back at each other talking about Floyd didn't fight anybody. I just want to say,
Floyd fought
Roy, who the
everybody.
hell did you like? Who did you fight to keep saying this? And he keeps bringing up James Toney. Stop bringing up fucking James Toney.
Well, James Toney was considered like a
He was
very
washed when they
scary,
fight.
crazy fighter at that when
Yeah,
he
he
fought
was
him.
too.
He
But
He
was
he
was.
considered
was
the
great.
best.
He was
He was
nice.
good at that
He was
time. He was
nice.
good. Both of them was young. He was good, but that cannot be the only name you continue to bring up. Is James Toney.
Yeah,
Well,
especially with.
he fought.
But hold up, who didn't Floyd fight? Who didn't he fight? He fought Cotto. He fought Diego Corrales.
Yeah,
He
Well,
fought
all
no,
kinds though.
Pacquiao. He
in his
fought
mind,
Marquez. He fought
Floyd
Maidana twice.
fought them later.
He's fought
Floyd
Zab.
fought them later in their career.
He fought
That's
them
what
all
he
at the
was
wrong
saying. He
time.
fought them later when they was on their last leg,
He was
like
on his
Sugar
last leg
Shane,
because,
Della Holder.
but he
That's what
but
Roy was saying.
because
That's
he
what
broke
Roy
his
is saying.
hands.
No, but he's
Like
right though. Like he did fight them all when. Just because you're around the same age doesn't mean you're gonna hold up the same way.
True. That's
Like
true.
De La Hoya
and,
was
That's
and, and
true.
done.
that's what I'm saying.
De La
Remember
Hoya was
Floyd.
like done at 33. Like
Yeah, but remember
he stuck around for a couple
going
extra
into his
fights just
early
to get paid.
30s, Floyd had issue with his hands. Remember his hands started
Yeah,
breaking
but
after these
yeah,
fights.
Yeah, but
I
that's
understand
why
So
he
that.
started
that's
wearing those
so
big
But
gloves.
yeah, but my thing is, Roy, who the hell did you fight to say all this?
Well, he
I
did
don't
fight
know.
big
He
guys
fought
in
Bernard.
his time. Like, but he lost to a
Bernard
lot of them. That
early
was the
in his
problem.
career when he
Yeah.
was not where he was early in his career. Who
Well, early in
else?
his career, there wasn't anybody on his level, so he made them all look like
That's what I'm saying. Like
bums.
you can't say Floyd fought all these players late in their career when the two or three that you keep bragging about, you fought them early on in their career when they had like less than 15 fights.
Yeah,
Like they're
his best
early on in
win
their
in
career.
the days were against the young Bernard Hopkins
Yeah,
when he beat Bernard
he
Yeah,
fought Trinidad. He beat Trinidad
young.
too.
Trinidad when he was older. Both
Yeah,
of them
they
was
both was
older
older.
and with no belts. Like
Yeah.
you cannot say this about Floyd if you're in the same boat. Like,
Yeah, you
okay,
definitely
Floyd
could.
fought a lot of players that you could say out like Ricky Hatton, Pacquiao, the Sugar Shanes, the Cotto,
Sugar
the
Ray
De La
was
Hoya. Like you could say all
Yeah.
this about Floyd, but
Arturo Gotti.
yeah, like
He
he
whooped
beat the hell out of
he
Gotti.
whooped his ass.
He gave him a beat. But besides
That's what I'm
that,
saying.
like Roy, you can't say like you gotta keep it a buck. Like you can't say that
Yeah.
about Floyd when it's the same thing about you. Like I like to me,
Nah,
if we
Floyd
had a
definitely fought better fighters though.
pound for pound, all weight classes, I would probably pick Roy because of he was like Neo in the ring. The dude was amazing.
yeah,
But you can't say that about your like career.
he
I mean,
did try.
B
He
Hop
did
and
go all
Tony
the way
was
up to
not in their
heavyweight
prime.
weight.
Yeah, B Hop and they were not in their prime when they fought Roy. You could say maybe Tony, but B Hop was not in his prime when he fought Roy.
But but what he went on to do and dominate the way he did, it makes it a big win.
Yeah, like just like you like Floyd,
But,
the fighters he fought, you could say that the same thing to them,
but
like what
can
they did in their career.
Yeah,
yeah, but can we
he
all
fought
say
them
that?
late, not early.
But we see, but we
Okay,
also
that's like
seen.
okay, all right. What about Floyd beating Canelo early in his career? Does
Yeah,
that even hold any weight to when Canelo was in his prime?
I think that's one of his better wins is against Canelo. It's one of his better
Like
wins.
24, and like he just coming off fighting 50 fights versus amateurs almost in Mexico. Like Canelo was nowhere near in his prime.
Yeah, but he had over 30 wins, so like he had some experience,
Like
but
I said,
not.
like he had a lot of wins. He had like 40 wins, but they were all in Mexico, fighting everybody every 5 days. He had a
Yeah,
lot of easy professional fights. Like
yeah,
he just wasn't where he was in his prime.
yeah. I still think that's one of Floyd's better wins is against Canelo.
Yeah,
It,
so was the one against Diego Corrales. He dropped him like 5 times.
yeah, and then like the other one against
Sean
Ricky
Bate
Patton
Mitchell.
was
Ooh,
a
that body
was a
shot he
really good
gave
win.
Sean Bate Mitchell.
He exposed Ricky for
Woo!
having
Yeah,
a
he
glass
did.
jaw.
He whooped his ass too. And then Pacquiao knocked him out in the second round after that.
Yeah, but
He just
Pacquiao
rest in peace
Pacquiao
too. Ricky Patton just died last week.
But Pacquiao is an
Yeah, that
amazing
sucks.
boxer. Like the come up that he did, that he was a straw weight to go all the way up to like I think middleweight. It's just amazing. He went up 8 weight divisions and knocking out guys 4 inches taller than him and beating the hell out of other guys, breaking dudes' orbital bones. Like
He
Pacquiao was
round.
sick.
He whooped Cotto's ass. Then he whooped Margarito ass too.
Yeah, he
He
broke
whooped
his eye up.
Margarito ass after he had them padded gloves when he
Yeah,
fought Cotto.
yeah, the plaster of
Mhm.
Paris that
Yo,
he had in the
BB, I don't
gloves
know if you seen that Margarito versus Pacquiao. Pacquiao whooped his ass.
destroyed him.
I mean, I mean,
Pacquiao whooped a lot of
Pacquiao was
ass,
whooping
bro.
everybody's ass. Pacquiao was
Pacquiao
beating
whooped a
everybody's
lot.
brains in.
And the bad thing about Pacquiao, they used to rob him all the time. He's got at least 4 robberies on his record.
No, he robbed
From
Marquez a
who? From
couple
who?
times.
I
Um,
mean,
I
Early in
think
his career, he has a robbery. I don't remember the guy's name. Then the one against Bradley was a huge robbery. Then he had another one.
Bradley. I wouldn't say that was a robbery because the way that
nah.
fight looked, you have to
Yeah,
slow
it
it
was
down
that
in
was
slow
even.
motion. Like if that Bradley won that, everyone thought Bradley won that fight right after the fight though.
Not me. I watched that fight live, bro. He was whooping his ass.
Most people thought Bradley won that fight,
Eh,
but those Marquez fights, Pacquiao
Yeah,
lost a lot of them that he
yeah. The
won and was
first
a
one,
draw.
the first one was a draw.
Yeah,
He
now the
dropped
first,
him a couple times, but I think Marquez did enough to come back to
now
win that
you
fight.
drop somebody 3 times in one round, like you're almost automatically gonna win that fight. It's like
Yeah, yeah, but he did a lot to come back to win it though.
yeah, but
So
that's
that's
too
not
big
even
of a
like
I mean
thing to
they
come back from.
those dudes fight so many times, but
yeah.
like
They
Marquez,
fought four
once he
times.
put him to
I'm glad
sleep,
he
he said,
knocked
"I'm
him out
done
though.
fighting him."
Yeah,
He
I'm
said,
just
"I'm
gonna
done
knock you
Yeah,
out
fighting him."
now.
and he got a lucky punch in. Like
No, that
he
was no
was just
lucky
lucky
punch.
that he
No,
got
He
yeah,
so
he
that
killed
aggressive.
was
him
all
straight on the
Pacquiao
button.
though. That was
Yeah,
all Pacquiao though. That's what he gets.
That's
yeah,
He
it.
he
should have
went
he
in
should have let
aggressive.
that bell ring because Pacquiao
But
was whooping him
Marquez
that
is
fight.
always a
He
Yeah,
great
was
he
power
beating him.
was.
puncher. He just finally
He
caught
was
him
he
for
was rolling him.
He
Yep.
was just so pissed off that everybody said he lost the
he
last
dropped
fight.
him
He's like,
early
you
in
know
the
what?
fight
I'm
Yeah,
knocking
though.
this
that's
dude out.
why Pacquiao kept fighting because they kept saying that Marquez keep beating you. So
Yeah,
Pacquiao wanted to show that I'm actually better than him. That's why they kept
He
fighting.
yeah,
yeah,
Marquez dropped him earlier in that fight too. I said he gonna knock him out tonight. And
yeah.
just so he that overhand right. Cause Manny was leaning in.
I don't think Marquez dropped him that fight before that, did he?
Yeah, he dropped him early in that fight.
You
Pacquiao got
sure?
dropped twice. Yeah.
Because Pacquiao was whooping his ass that fight.
There they both was getting it in. There they both got dropped.
No,
He
Pacquiao was
dropped Pacquiao
beating
in
the
that
shit
fight.
out of him.
Yeah, he
Pacquiao
was.
was dogging him.
Pacquiao was just
Pacquiao, it wasn't
mad.
even
Even when
close.
because he was
He was
piecing
like,
It
them up.
wasn't close.
He was piecing them up in the sixth round when they was going at it.
Yeah, he said to
but he
himself, "I'm
caught
not
him.
letting it go to the scorecards," and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
He
happening.
if that I bet you won't lie and say that's one of the greatest knockouts you've seen.
Oh,
Man, that
that's
was the
tons of them.
nastiest. I mean, woo.
The greatest
He
knockout I
brought
ever
him
saw was
out,
when
out.
Zab Judah got knocked down, got
Ooh,
up,
no,
then fell back down.
Sergio Martinez, Paul with what's his name? Sergio Martinez and Paul, what's his name? Paul Williams.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. It's laying dudes out.
Oh man, let me see. Mark, yeah, I know. I know for sure that Marquez dropped him twice.
Let me see. I don't think he did. Let me look that up.
I'm that's one of my favorite fights.
I mean, that was. Let me see.
Yeah, same. Yeah, he knocked him. He dropped earlier in that fight. Oh no, he did.
No, he did. I mean, I'm
Yeah, I
telling you,
thought he dropped him
Marquez was
too. I
getting
thought
beat.
he dropped him.
No, he was rolling Marquez that fight till he got a little bit too cocky and got put to sleep.
Yep,
He put
that's
that.
exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
he put
They
him to
said at
sleep.
259, 259, he got
Yeah,
put
yeah,
to
the
sleep.
259. As soon as
Uh-huh.
the bell went, ding, man, he was on the floor.
Shoot, 100
Uh,
years ago, they would have picked him up, put him in the corner, woke him up, and put him right back out there to fight.
he was out for a minute. Roy got knocked out like that too.
Yeah,
When
Boy, he
what's
got
his
knocked out
name?
like a
Glenn
few
Johnson
times.
knocked. He hit his head on that. That's because he got that whiplash. He hit his head on
I
that
mean,
mat.
Roy was getting knocked out every other week by
it was
somebody. He just
Antonio
kept fighting and
Tarver.
kept getting laid out.
Did you see
Antonio
what?
Tarver exposed his chin.
Yeah, but like I was. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Was going to say about the boxing thing. Like it'd be a lot of dudes that you think that don't be fighting nobody until they actually go in there and get in there with somebody. Like look at Deontay Wilder. Like he was knocking anything out, but he just couldn't box.
Nah,
Like
not at
that.
all.
He still can't
He
box.
still
He
can't box.
don't, he don't have to. He don't have
Yeah,
to. If he
he
hit
ain't gonna
hard
be hitting
enough.
that hard.
He has to now.
Yeah,
He
you
keep getting
got to.
Think
knocked out.
about it.
I think he's
Think
done.
about it. If they would have did that like slow count on Tyson Fury, he probably would have still been undefeated.
Nah, Tyson would have gotten up sooner.
Nah, Tyson Fury is a better
No,
boxer than
no,
him.
he should have been counted out. That was a slow count. He should have
It
been
was a
counted
slow
out.
count, but
But come
It
if
on,
was,
he
Tyson
it
would
fought
was a
have
three
slow
times. He
realized
whooped
count.
his
the
ass off
count,
in
he
three
would have
times.
got
You
up.
can't.
Tyson was
They
fine.
fought three. They
Didn't
fought
even
three
hurt.
times.
He
He whooped
wasn't
his
even
ass.
hurt.
He whooped his ass. He's a better
I'm
boxer.
just saying, like, if
Tyson
it
Fury's a
was
way
not a
better
slow
boxer.
count, he would not have got up, and he would have still been undefeated, beating everybody.
He
Hey,
would
The
have
only
gotten up.
like,
you think Usyk could beat
I don't think he would have
Wilder?
got up.
Usyk could beat
Who?
Wilder to sleep.
Uh,
Oh,
the one that
well,
beat
of
Tyson
course he
Fury,
can.
Alexander
I'm talking
Usyk.
about at that time.
Yeah, that time. Yeah, I think Usyk would have whooped his ass too.
You
Cause
beat him in his
I
sleep,
mean,
man.
yeah, cause he
He
was
whoop
fucking
everybody
Tyson
ass. That's
Fury
the
up.
difference. He beat everybody.
Yeah,
That's not even a question. He'll beat everybody no matter what.
yeah. Well, I think
The,
Usyk the best heavyweight. Yeah,
the
like
problem with
no.
Usyk, he barely fights.
Yeah, but what he do?
I mean, he's smart.
Yeah,
I know
He's
he
smart
is.
there.
but he this
I'm not
because
He's
doubting it.
he's
smart
fighting.
there. If that's
Yeah,
the
he's
case,
smart because he's fighting undersized. So I won't. You know what I mean? You got to pick your fights.
yeah, he's definitely
You
undersized.
fighting you
I
fighting
mean,
dudes like 4 inches, 50 more pounds than you every time you get in
Yeah.
the
look
ring.
at. I mean, what
You got to be smart.
Tyson Fury got a whole person over him. It's like he
Yeah,
fighting two people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you talk about he gonna be leaning on me and all that too, and he still hit hard, and he can fight. But Usyk was whooping hit. He can rumble.
Yeah, they had
He
really
can
All
good
right.
rumble.
fights, him and Fury.
All right, y'all. It's about time to go ahead and head out of here. We was only supposed to do this for an hour, but David came on and we just started chatting away. But we're gonna be doing this next every Saturday at this time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So me and Juan Boy, we're gonna be picking topics and we're gonna be talking about it. It was a good day. We talking about
Yeah,
NFL, the greatest athlete. We went into boxing, baseball. We talk about every fucking thing. So, so I know most of the time on Coach J's Kingdom, we just talking about LeBron James, but it's good to talk about other things outside of LeBron James. So, see everybody next week, 2 p.m. Eastern time. All right, we out.
No doubt.
Uh,
Peace.